What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Spyro the Dragon. In the last episode, we finished up in Town Square, which is the last, I would say, complete level here in Artisans, because the next two are going to be something a little bit different. First things first, we're going to head on over this way. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to actually want to re-listen to this dialogue really quickly, because we're actually going to get something a bit different this time around.
Cool flash! Do that again!
The Artisan's boss is through a portal behind me. You can challenge him now, if you feel you are ready.
Which you have to complete certain objectives, which we definitely have, to actually be able to do that. So now we're going to head on in, and yes, this is the designated boss level of Artisans. Every single level has one. Also, Spyro has got a major case of red eye going on right now. Like, my goodness, that is some... Are you okay, buddy? Yeah, we're had a long night? I mean, I can imagine. Also, the glow against the background. I gotta admit, that was kind of cool. But welcome to Toasty, everybody. This is the boss level, and this level actually gave me trouble the first time I played through it. Mostly because of these dogs. They actually do take 2 hits, which is a little bit more troublesome. You're actually gonna want to jump out of the way of these things after you hit them one time. And also, like I said, they can very easily hit you. Oh my goodness, look at this. I suck at this. So you want to do that, and then dodge, hit him again, there you go. So one of the few times where the dodge is actually useful. I need to get some health already because I'm off to a really bad start. I genuinely do remember this level actually giving me a little bit of trouble. Here, do it again, there you go. And then hit him one more time, and the dog is gone. These dogs are really annoying. Goodness. Oh my goodness, I rolled right into that one. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, we now have lost sparks, which is not good. That means if we take one more hit, we will lose this level, which means I definitely have to play it very carefully. Back up. There we go. Hit this guy, and then we're going to hit his dog. Back it up. Hit it again. There we go. Doing pretty darn good. Now, the boss himself is named Toasty. That is why this level is called that. That's how every single level works in this game. They are all named after the boss, or every boss level, excuse me, is named after the boss himself. Yeah, just back up. That's all you really need to do to deal with these enemies. I don't know why I wasn't doing that in the first place. Get out of here. Okay. So in doing that, there we go. Rescue another dragon. Now, I can't remember if rescuing a dragon actually heals you or not. If it doesn't, I'm pretty sure there are some healing items I can get, or some healing animals I can get here relatively soon.
I think I smell a barbecue.
Be careful, Spyro. Toasty has many tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah, something like that. He's really not that difficult to deal with. Okay, so there's Toasty himself. He is the big guy, the big scarecrow man, basically looking like Jack out here. All you need to do is burn him, and he's going to run off. Very, very simple, very self-explanatory. Watch out for his dogs, just like you did with all wizards beforehand. There we go. Hit him again, and that's it. I just love how he's just a giant... Oh, are you kidding me? I got greedy. Gosh dang it. I deserved that, honestly. That's what I get for messing around so much in this level. And not actually fully remembering exactly what you're supposed to do. Wow, good for me. I love how the entirety of Toasty's tricks amount to him basically just swiping. Also, wow, I did not back up fast enough. Get out of here. All right, now we just got to kill you. There we go. Of course, it's a sheep trying to take revenge on Spyro. I think that's kind of hilarious. So I do know there was one section I actually missed back there. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to right through these chests. And we're going to want to head back to the little castle area that we were in before. And there was a little bit of a detour that we could have taken over this way. And right here, we got ourselves a couple gems as well as a few more enemies that I'm going to have to be very careful about dealing with. Because I have no health again because, like I said, I keep... playing this kind of really. I will say though, like the freaking hitboxes on these dogs, they're pretty nasty. Like how much they can get away with. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I am missing a couple more. I actually don't have sparks to point me to any more gems, so that's a little bit problematic. Hold on a second. And apparently I just missed a couple of 5 gems here in the grass, so good on me. But I think those actually came from Toasty himself. So yeah, and now we are done with this. Now, before we call this episode quits, we're actually going to head into one more level because that wasn't really necessarily a full level. I don't think that is really grounds for an entire episode. So we are going to do one last thing And I'm not going to always do this just because, for the most part, these flight levels are actually kind of... They're a little bit more involved and they take a little bit more time, but this first one is really not all that bad, so I think I can squeeze it here in this episode because then it'll be pretty darn quick. So let's get Sparks back. There we go. Okay. So, let's head on over towards the waterfalls over here, and all you're going to want to do to open up the final level here in Artisans is you're going to want to jump on each and every single one of these little platforms, and boom. That's all it takes. You don't have to do it in any particular order. Just run on in. And now we begin. Okay, so like I said, flight levels are a little bit different. What you need to do is you actually need to basically figure out a specific path that you need to take. Because of this, well, basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to take out 4 different objectives within the time limit. Now, these objectives, upon completing each one, will actually grant you with more time on the clock. And you, again, like I said, you need to figure out your path that you're going to take, otherwise you will run out of time before you're able to complete the objective. Now, this first one is not so bad. It's actually definitely one of the easier ones. So I'm just going to kind of show right here the way that I would do this. Also missing a lot of things right off the bat, which is not a very good start if I do say so myself. There we go. Okay, make sure you don't touch the water, otherwise you will instantly fail. But let's get that last plane if we can. Okay, come on. Now, this is a big time killer right here that I'm already messing up on. Huge. These flight levels tend to be a lot of people's least favorite parts of the game, I feel. I think just because they are more so about precision than really anything else in the game. But they're typically laid out in such a way that by following a very specific path, you should be able to complete them kind of naturally, honestly, as long as you're very vigilant and use your breath attacks in time, which I'm probably not going to get it here on this first attempt, considering I did mess around with those planes too much. But I should be able to get it on the next go around fairly easily. So let's see if we can fly up here, and I don't see any trains, so that's going to be it for that one. And we didn't get any chests, so let's try it one more time. So typically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to actually kind of commit to like one specific path, and then immediately move on to the next objective once that is complete. So I'm going to start with the trains here, just because they do a lot of time. Oh my goodness, that's a tongue twister if I do say so myself. Something you should know, by the way, is if you do bump into any walls, you can quickly recover with Spyro by quickly pressing X. If you don't, he will fall. He's allowed to fall to the ground, like he's allowed to walk around, but he's not allowed to fall in the water. Otherwise, you do have to restart all over again. So let's get these treasure chests next, which these are going to give us a ton of time if I can do it right. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Let's get that one. This is kind of an isolated area, so I do need to fly out of here after the fact. This is not a very perfect run, but it's pretty... I think it's serviceable. I think we are going to be able to still get it with relatively little issue. So now let's start heading... Actually, let's go this way, because there is a gate right here. Upon hitting this, we can actually make our way over to where all the planes are, and if we can kill them all relatively efficiently, we should be fine. Because those are going to be basically... Those are the best way to, like, increase your time substantially if you can kill them really quickly after each other. Because as you can see, these gates, I'm not really gaining time because they're so far... they're spaced so far apart. There's that. Now, if we can get rid of these planes... There we go, just like so. Start to catch up on our time. These poor guys. I do kind of like how as you get close to them, they kind of like yell in fear. They're like, oh no, he's going to get me! Like, it does kind of crack me up. Okay, I'm missing another plane. I really don't want that to be the death of me. Here. There you are. Okay, got you. Do that barrel roll, and then all we got to get through is these last 2 gates, and we are done with Sunny Flight. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Spyro the Dragon. I hope you all enjoyed it very, very much, and I will see you all in the next one.